Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm excited to have you here today. Today, we're going to explore 6 secrets to make anyone fall deeply in love with you. This presentation will reveal some powerful strategies to help you build genuine and lasting connections. We'll cover practical tips and insights that you can start applying right away. So, let's dive in and discover how to make love happen. Many people believe that forgetfulness is simply a sign of laziness or low intelligence. You might study for hours, feel like you've accomplished something, and then the next morning, it's all gone. But the truth is actually much simpler than that. Our brains tend to remember what feels important and quietly delete the rest. Now, here's an interesting contrast. In Japan, high school students memorize over 2,000 kanji characters. Each one is like a mini puzzle, with multiple meanings, pronunciations, and variations. And remarkably, they remember these characters for life. So how do they do it? Are they superhuman? Do they study longer, sleep less, work harder? Not at all. Japan's learning rhythm aligns beautifully with how the human brain actually encodes memory. It's not about putting in more hours or working harder. It's about working smarter by leveraging biology, culture, and cognitive science. Today, I'll share 6 secrets behind the Japanese learning system and show you how you can use these principles to remember anything longer, deeper, and more effortlessly. Let's talk about how Japanese students prepare their brains before learning even begins. Many of us assume that learning starts once we sit down at our desks, but in Japan, it actually begins much earlier in the day. They have a unique routine that waters the soil of their brain, setting the stage for effective learning. First, there's sunlight exposure. A short walk to school or simply standing by a window allows natural light to flood the brain. This not only boosts cortisol levels at the right time, but also resets the circadian rhythm, helping us stay sharp throughout the day. Next comes gentle movement. Just 10 minutes of light exercise can increase recall by up to 20%. It gets the blood flowing, wakes up the mind, and activates neural pathways, making it easier to focus and remember. Then, instead of jumping straight into new material, Japanese students engage in early morning recall. They test themselves on what they learned the previous day. No reading, no highlighting, just recalling. This process strengthens short-term memories, transforming them into durable long-term pathways, which is crucial before layering in new information. Finally, they have quiet, meaningful rituals, pouring tea slowly, aligning notebooks, taking deep breaths. These micro-rituals send a signal to the brain that this matters, helping it shift into a focused, attentive state naturally. The overall result is a brain that's awake, primed, and ready, guided into focus rather than forced into it. This approach highlights the importance of morning routines that prepare us biologically for learning, and it ties back to the broader idea that effective preparation can significantly enhance our ability to absorb and retain new knowledge. Let's look at the concept of morning study, output before input. Western students tend to focus on consuming more chapters, more videos, more notes. It's all about gathering information. But in Japan, the emphasis shifts toward output, actually pulling knowledge from your brain instead of just adding more information. This means engaging in quick self-tests, using flashcards, practicing mental recall, or rewriting kanji. All of these activities force your brain to retrieve information, which actually strengthens the neural connections involved in memory. And that's a key point. It's not just about learning new things, but about retaining what you've learned. Japanese students don't just memorize, they make sure they really remember and can pull that knowledge back out when needed. That's a powerful difference, and it ties into the overall theme of effective learning strategies. Afternoons are often when most students feel their energy waning. Many push through by relying on caffeine or feeling guilty about taking breaks, but that can lead to burnout and poor retention of what they've learned. Japan approaches this differently with what we call structured focus blocks. Instead of long, exhausting study sessions, students focus intensely for about 40 minutes, then take a 10-minute rest. These intervals align pretty closely with how our brains naturally pay attention. During these short breaks, students might stretch, take a quick walk, or just look out the window to reset. While the body is resting, the hippocampus, the part of the brain responsible for memory, reorganizes and consolidates what was just studied. Then there's the concept of spaced repetition. Instead of cramming, students revisit material at increasing intervals, like learning on day 1, recalling on day 2, then again on day 4, day 7, and even day 30. This process sharpens memory over time, much like honing a blade, which is why kanji learned years ago are still sharp and clear today. Another key point is eating for focus. Japanese lunches tend to be light, mostly rice, vegetables, and fish, avoiding heavy, greasy foods that cause a brain fog or sluggishness. A steady, nourished body leads to a steady, alert mind. And finally, micro-mindfulness. It can be as simple as taking a deep breath, resetting your posture, or enjoying a moment of silence. These small pauses are surprisingly effective at preventing mental fatigue before it even starts. So, the message here is that the afternoon isn't about working longer hours, but about working smarter by aligning study habits with the brain's natural rhythm. Now, in the evening, many students tend to close their books and immediately turn to screens, often without much thought. But Japanese learners follow a different approach. They dedicate about 10 minutes to a bedtime review, and I want to emphasize, this isn't about cramming or intense studying. It's just a light review, a gentle way to reinforce what they've learned. This simple practice sends a powerful message to the brain. Save this information, store it away, it really matters. And here's the fascinating part. During sleep, the hippocampus replays this knowledge, helping to solidify it. Essentially, it's transforming short-term memories into long-term ones. Think of it like hitting save on your computer before shutting it down. That's exactly what's happening neurologically. It's a small step, but it plays a crucial role in effective learning and retention. Tonight, I want to talk about the importance of protecting our deep sleep to safeguard our memory. In Japan, there's a strong emphasis on good sleep hygiene, and you'll notice they practice several key habits. They keep the lights dim, turn off screens at least an hour before bed, and establish calm, quiet routines. The idea is to avoid overstimulation before sleep. So why does this matter? Well, deep sleep, which we call slow-wave sleep, is when the brain really does its most important work in learning and memory. During this phase, the brain strengthens crucial memories, deletes the ones that are irrelevant, and reorganizes knowledge to make it more efficient. It also helps stabilize our attention and boosts our ability to learn the next day. But here's the catch. Things like late-night scrolling on our phones, consuming caffeine late, or having chaotic, stressful nights actually steal from these vital memory processes. They disrupt deep sleep, meaning we miss out on the chance to solidify what we've learned and to keep our brains sharp. So, protecting that deep sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's about giving your brain the chance to do its best work in learning and memory. Let's take a closer look at the Japanese principle of kaizen, which emphasizes small daily gains. Japanese students end each day by accomplishing just one tiny act of progress, whether it's writing one kanji, recalling a flashcard, or journaling one sentence. The key here isn't about perfection. It's about establishing a rhythm, consistent, manageable steps that build over time. This idea of kaizen, continuous, steady improvement, shifts learning from feeling like a chore to becoming a natural part of everyday life. And just before they go to sleep, many embrace the concept of the space between things. This means taking a few quiet minutes without noise, stimulation, or pressure. This psychological stillness helps prepare the mind for deep rest and restoration. So, the core message is that small, daily actions and moments of stillness can transform learning into a sustainable, lifelong habit. So, the true secret isn't about being naturally gifted or having a superhuman memory. Japanese students aren't smarter, luckier, or born with special mental advantages. Instead, they succeed because they study in harmony with their biology. They understand that learning isn't just about raw effort, it's about working with your body's natural rhythms. During the morning, it's best to align your mind, start fresh and focus on setting your intentions. Throughout the day, structure your effort, organize your study sessions to match your energy levels. In the evening, it's important to seal in what you've learned, review and reinforce that knowledge. And at night, ensure you sleep deeply. Quality sleep helps store what you've learned so it stays with you. Because ultimately, knowledge doesn't fade away, it becomes part of who you are. The key isn't just working harder, it's working in rhythm, syncing your effort with your body's natural cycles. That's how you truly master learning. So here's the idea. Tomorrow morning, try just one small step. Don't worry about changing your entire routine or aiming for perfection right away. Just focus on one simple shift that can make a real difference. It could be as easy as 2 minutes of movement, reviewing a flashcard, stepping into sunlight, turning off your screen 30 minutes earlier, or spending 10 minutes recalling what you learned before bed. The key is to feel what happens when you do this, to let that momentum build naturally. You'll find that no app, supplement, or last-minute cram session can match the power of establishing this simple, human rhythm. It's sustainable, realistic, and incredibly effective. And remember, the future doesn't belong to those who just study more, but to those who study smarter. Small, consistent steps like these can lead to big results over time. So, take that one step tomorrow morning and see where it leads you.